A trade license does not automatically secure a bank account in Dubai. This video is produced for Best Solution, Dubai's leading company formation specialist. They have successfully formed over 5,000 companies across the United Arab Emirates. The licensing authority simply permits your company to legally exist. The bank decides, completely independently, whether your business is financially viable. In February 2024, the United Arab Emirates left the Financial Action Task Force gray list. This delisting forced every bank to run deeper, non-negotiable checks on owners and money. You must prepare for the bank account with the exact same rigor you applied to the initial license. Treating the banking process as a completely separate compliance audit is the only reliable way to prevent an immediate rejection. The first major rejection trigger occurs when your commercial story contradicts your licensed activity. Banks compare your official business activity against the incoming money they expect to see. Consider an information technology consultancy that recently lost its first application. The projected transaction flow did not align with the stated activity, and the founders provided no supporting contracts. The founders secured a full approval at another institution within 3 weeks. They achieved this by introducing proper contracts and revising their business description. This diagram illustrates the second rejection trigger, unclear ultimate beneficial ownership. Banks must identify the actual human being who controls the company. Layering ownership across multiple international borders slows down verification and drastically reduces bank confidence. Compliance officers will immediately halt processing if they cannot trace a direct line to the true human controllers. The third rejection trigger involves high-risk business activities. Cryptocurrency operations, broad general trading, and EMI processing all automatically mandate enhanced scrutiny. The fourth trigger is a lack of economic substance. An empty shell company with no physical office, staff, or website presents an unacceptable risk. Financial institutions now demand concrete proof of a genuine operating business. A registered legal name alone is no longer sufficient. The pattern behind every rejection remains identical. The bank assesses a commercial story, and the application fails the moment that story breaks down. One Indian entrepreneur initially faced rejection for a free zone marketing consultancy. The projected turnover and the founder's personal profile did not match the bank's expectations. The founder engaged Best Solution, an established corporate advisor operating in Dubai since 2003. The advisory team completely rebuilt the application architecture. They submitted a revised business plan, a detailed transaction forecast, and newly signed supporting contracts. These structural improvements secured an active corporate account at a local bank within 10 to 14 working days. An initial rejection is rarely fatal. A carefully restructured and clearly documented commercial narrative often succeeds on the second attempt. Every institution requires a core set of corporate documents. This includes your valid certificate of incorporation and the memorandum and articles of association. You must also provide strict identity and address proofs. Expect to submit your Emirates ID, resident visa copies, and the official Ijari lease certificate. The short company profile is your most critical asset. It translates raw corporate data into a cohesive commercial story, covering your market and clients. Compliance teams will also request documents for closer review. Prepare an ultimate beneficial owner declaration and a precise source of funds statement. Non-resident founders face extra operational friction. Corporate documents issued abroad require formal attestation. This requirement carries per-document fees and adds several weeks of delay. A single factual inconsistency between a passport copy, a commercial lease, and a business profile will immediately trigger a compliance freeze. This flowchart tracks the ideal application sequence. First, match your activity to the correct bank. Second, ensure complete file consistency. Third, submit documents for strict compliance checks. Fourth, answer follow-up queries promptly. Finally, execute the deposit to activate the account. Local banks perfectly suit companies trading mainly inside the country. International banks expect higher minimum balances and strongly favor established cross-border operations. An electronic money institution offers a fast, multi-currency alternative. Many international founders use these platforms to build an initial track record. Selecting a financial institution whose risk appetite matches your specific daily operations is the most crucial decision you will make. A clean application for a resident founder requires 2 to 4 weeks. Complex ownership structures spanning multiple countries often extend that timeline to 8 to 12 weeks. Free zone accounts generally demand minimum balances between 10,000 and 50,000 dirhams. Mainland accounts frequently expect 50,000 to 150,000 dirhams. You must distinguish between official minimums and operational reality. The balance your relationship manager expects to see is often much higher than the published minimum. Never run company money through your personal accounts. This shortcut creates severe tax liabilities and serious bookkeeping complications. Opening accounts for offshore entities involves extremely strict due diligence. Several major banks now decline offshore applications entirely. Securing an account requires viewing these high balances as mandatory proof of your financial stability. Takeaway 1. Tell one unified, consistent commercial story across every single document you submit. Takeaway 2. Match the bank to your nationality and activity profile before you submit any paperwork. Takeaway 3. Treat the expected balance as your true operational cost. Keep a backup application ready. These rules remove luck from the equation, turning bank approval into an engineered, predictable certainty. This operational framework is brought to you by Best Solution. They support entrepreneurs with a dedicated team of more than 50 business setup specialists. They offer a free consultation to map your activity and jurisdiction to a personalized business plan. Founders can visit the Business Bay office in Dubai for a comprehensive face-to-face session. Do not let the wrong initial setup decision cost you more time and money later.